Hello everyone, Cory here, and as always, I need to warmly welcome anyone watching who's new to these brief monthly videos we call TCC Prayer, Pleas. On behalf of our entire ministry team, we again so appreciate you taking the time to intentionally pray for us. Because as I've been sharing for months now, with our culture continuing to change so quickly, we need to adapt our Christian life and witness to faithfully move forward in our mission of preaching the gospel and making disciples together. And as we serve so many churches of so many denominational stripes and sizes, well, let's just say that the equipping and outreach opportunities for the Cross Current, they sort of continue to pile up. And that's one of many reasons why our mission and missionaries so urgently need your ongoing prayer support. So here are a handful, literally, of 5 very specific pre-summer prayer pleas for this month of June. First, please keep praying for Go Teams Media, our new young adults gospel media ministry. We thank God that season 1 production has officially begun. We're thankful for that. However, as I know you can appreciate, the lockdowns and shutdowns have really affected our schedule and probably stress levels too, I suppose. So would you please pray that God continues holding this pioneering team tightly and keeps them both spiritually and relationally strong together? There's still lots of training and prep to be completed before we lead them to the front line of local missions in Canada to share Christ. So first, thanks so much for continuing to pray for Go Teams Media. That's the first one. Second, please pray for summertime equipping and seed sowing. As you can also appreciate, since the Cross Current was founded way back in 2007, summer has always been like peak season for equipping the church by example to share Jesus with others. And this summer will hopefully be no different. So would you please pray that the Lord again paves the way for us to move forward in our mission of equipping the saints for the work of gospel ministry together? Not only am I scheduled to teach students at a couple very important equipping conferences, which is true, but I'm also hoping to train them hands-on through gospel outreach together in the community. So, prayer for our summertime equipping schedule is deeply appreciated. Third, by God's grace, we have several strong gospel partner church relationships, but we hope to establish more. But this has been a very difficult and divided season of ministry. Would you please pray that all of our partner church leaders and members experience God's great grace, and that He also gives our own leaders all the wisdom and the discernment we need to help our current partner churches and also develop discipleship relationships with more? Thanks so much for that. Very important. Fourth, I'm so excited to again announce that we've just launched the Equipping Evangelist podcast. This very unique and I believe timely podcast with me will equip entire churches for evangelism together. So would you please pray that God's great grace rests on all aspects of this new gospel ministry, and would you also please go to theequippingevangelist.com to subscribe to this podcast and share the podcast fully and freely with all of your Christian contacts as well. Finally, your 5th prayer plea for this month is for more missionary evangelists. Would you please pray for the Lord to help us continue putting the pieces in place to bring a couple new missionary evangelists on staff with the Cross Current? I mean, with all these gospel opportunities, we need help. And while this is a very exciting and new season for us, we also really need wisdom and discernment to do this right. Now, Lord willing, I'll be sharing more details with you in the months to come. But in the meantime, we deeply, deeply appreciate you lifting up to the Lord at least 2 key missionary candidates to Him, urgently so. Hey, and speaking again of missionaries like me, we've just actually snail mailed out a personal prayer letter, something like that, with a prayer bookmark sharing specific ways we'd humbly ask you to remember to pray for our family and ministry this summer. If you don't receive one but you'd like to, please send a message to prayer@thecrosscurrent.com with your mailing address, and we'd love to send these out to you right away. And those are your TCC prayer pleas for this month of June 2021. As always, please feel very free to pass this message along to any other Christ followers you know who share your heart for sharing Christ in Canada. And if you have any personal prayer needs, please email us again at prayer@thecrosscurrent.com. And it would be our privilege to pray for you as well. We thank God for you and your prayer partnership in His gospel.